Zipporah Nyawera may be slow and unsteady in her steps, and her face may be time-worn by the vagaries of life, but this great-grandmother is not about to give up yet, even though she lives alone in her Nyeri home with no one to fend for her in her old age.
Watoto wako walienda wapi?
Watoto yangu aliile tauni ng'ambo.
Zipporah doesn't remember the last time she saw her children, a story shared by most of the elderly parents we visit. Most of their family moved out of home in search of greener pastures, rarely returning to check on them in their old age.
Kuna watoto wangu na anakuja kuniangalia. Wengine ni walimu, wengine na wale wa huko.
Some even leave their children and grandchildren with them, adding more baggage to their already strained lives. It is a situation Joyce Wanjiko understands only too well, having volunteered to help the elderly in her Nyeri home. For her, the decision to take on the initiative was partly brought about by the debate to have the government take care of the elderly.
The elderly do not belong to the government. The elderly people belong to you and me. You're going to get one old, and I don't think the government gave birth to you. You're given birth by somebody, that individual, so the elderly belong to you. You're neglecting your own, and that is not right. If you neglect, you'll be neglected.
For Joyce, though, it is more of a personal conviction than anything else, one that saw her start Purity Foundation to help the elderly in her community, her way of giving to the community what she wasn't able to give to her own family.
Purity is the name of my late mother, whom I believe I should have done more to actually, let her demise or move to be with the Lord with dignity. I was not there for her, and hence I started Purity Foundation. Then I found out that it's more than neglect, abandonment. There is more. There is poverty, absolute poverty and loneliness that you cannot believe it.
The world has become fast-paced, too fast for many to take a moment to look back at where they have come from, afraid of being left behind by the wave.
We are too busy for our elderly parents. They have educated us, they've done things for us, and yet we are not even taking care of them or even thinking about them.
Some people prefer to take the elderly to homes where professional care is given. But even here, these old men and women worry not about the level of specialized care guaranteed by the thousands of shillings paid every month, but of the fact that their families rarely come to visit, cutting them off from life as they know it. So how to take care of the elderly is the question, but most importantly, by who? Evelyn Wambui, Monday Special.